Hi there, welcome to Seven Sisters Alchemy. My name is Lisa Beth, and here we talk about sound, music, consciousness, and everything vibration and frequency. Today I want to talk about being in the present moment. And it's so funny because as I was attempting to do this video for the past hour, one thing after another kept going wrong. The volume on my camera or my mic or something, I still haven't figured it out, went dead. I couldn't get my tripod to work right, and I started getting really frustrated. But then I had to remind myself to be in the present moment. Life is funny that way. So you may have heard the saying, the past is history, the future is a mystery, but the present is a gift. Maybe it sounds corny or cheesy, but it's really true. There's a lot of truth in that saying, and that's what I want to talk about today. When our thoughts are in the past, we're living in our memory, and oftentimes those memories can be painful, filled with regret, shame, guilt, blame, anger, sorrow, and other low vibrational emotions. And our brains cannot tell the difference between a memory and what's happening right now. If we're envisioning something that happened in the past or something that could potentially happen in the future, our brains react to it as if it's happening now. And that can trigger a fear response from our limbic system, the amygdala, the fight, flight, or freeze center of our brain. And that makes it harder for us to do anything productive, useful, or zen in the moment. Basically, it makes it harder for us to do anything well in the first place. If we're living in the future and we're worrying about what could happen a year from now or what won't happen a year or two from now, our brains consider it in the same way, as if it's happening now. And that's why people say that we create our own fears. We bring our own fears to life. We make them happen by dwelling on them. Because the brain thinks, well, this must be what you want to happen. When we're living in the present, we're just focused on the here and now. And the present may not always feel good, but it often doesn't feel as bad as past regrets or guilt or shame, or as future worries or even catastrophic thinking. Catastrophic thinking is when you think about something that may potentially happen that's highly unlikely to happen, but we all do it from time to time. Say, for instance, I would be driving in my car down the road. I'd be driving on a cliff past the ocean and suddenly think, what if my tire blows right now and my car goes careening off this cliff and into the ocean? Well, you know what? That would suck. But it's probably not going to happen. And even if my tire did blow, I would likely be able to control it and ease my car onto the side of the road and be fine. Most of what we worry about happening in the future never happens. But it still interferes with our thought processes, our emotions, and our productivity, our ability to connect with our friends, our family, our coworkers, and ourselves. Being in the present moment and being mindful of where we are at right now makes it easier to concentrate on the task at hand, whether that be relaxing, working, cooking a meal, having a conversation, or just enjoying the moment. If you're having a bad moment, being present helps center you in the here and now. In bad moments, when we're feeling sad, scared, worried, angry, or any other kind of uncomfortable emotion, it's easy to think that it's going to always be this way. It will never get better, and it may cause us to do things that are harmful to ourselves or others in large or very small ways. But even when we do small things that act against our best interests or the best interests of those around us, those tiny cuts add up. And 1,000 tiny cuts can leave lasting wounds. When we're feeling joyful and happy or content in the moment, it's a great feeling to be present with it, to fully enjoy these moments. We've all had times when we've remembered joyful moments that we weren't able to be fully present in it and wish that we could now, because we'll never get those moments back. And each moment, including this one right now, is a moment we can never get back, because as soon as it's over, it's in the past. And it exists only in our memories then. Unfortunately, there are no redos. There are no second chances when it comes to each moment. But we always have a chance to do each moment better. And we have a chance now to learn how to be mindful of the present moment so that we can enjoy our lives to the fullest, enjoy the company of the people we love around us, and know that we're doing our best each and every moment. Now, it's not possible to live presently every single moment of the day. And 90% of what we do comes from our subconscious. Our subconscious makes up its mind, how it's going to react to things based on past experiences, split seconds before we even have the opportunity to decide for ourselves. So being in the present moment gives us more control over how we're going to deal with things. And it gives us a better chance at having better, more loving, lasting relationships with others and with ourselves. It gives us a chance to do things better, whatever it is. Stopping and smelling the roses is a matter of being present. It's not a luxury. If you want to live your life to the fullest and be your best for yourself and for the people around you, if you want to truly live for your highest purpose, stopping to smell the roses, so to speak, is a priority. How can we do that? We can start by taking deep breaths. Taking deep breaths physiologically brings more oxygen to the brain and helps us think better, helps us reason better, helps us be more emotionally stable, even in the middle of a crisis. You can try patterned breathing. Breathe in for 4 counts. Hold for 2. And breathe out for 7. Hold for 2. And repeat the cycle. You will be amazed by how much clearer your mind will be after just 30 seconds of breathing. Something else you can do is to engage your senses. Look around you. What do you see? Oftentimes, we look past things and we focus on what we want to see, or we block out things that we don't want to see, or we just unconsciously don't even realize what's going on around us. So look around. What do you see? What do you smell? What feelings are on your skin, in your hair? Are you warm or cold? How do your clothes feel on your body? Listen to the sounds around you. What do you hear? Go beneath the surface. Try to find as many sounds as you can around you right now. How do you feel? Do you feel happy, sad, bored, frustrated, engaged, excited, hopeful, disappointed? Just focusing on these senses can help you be in the present moment. An easy way to be in your body is to ask yourself, where are my feet right now? And then be in the same place as your feet are for a few moments. Notice your thoughts. What are you thinking about? Are you thinking about your to-do list? What you're going to cook for dinner tonight? A presentation you have planned a week from now? The fight that you had with somebody 2 days ago? Maybe something that happened months ago. How much you wish you wouldn't have said a certain something earlier today. Becoming aware of our thoughts, our feelings, our surroundings, and our bodies in time and space helps us to be more present. And being present helps us be more engaged. And being more engaged helps us live life more fully. And if we're not going to live our lives to the fullest, as much as we possibly can, then what are we doing? Are we just waiting for it to be over? Ram Dass wrote a whole book about being here present called Be Here Now. If you haven't read it, I highly recommend it. Another book I love that changed my life a decade ago is by Eckhart Tolle, and it's called The Power of Now. These books can teach you why it's important to be present and how it can change your life. I'll link in the description below to a website that gives you more than 35 tools for living in the present moment. I encourage you to try to live more fully in the present starting now. Remove distractions. Stop multitasking. Focus on what is in front of you, be it a conversation with your child, cooking a meal, watching a movie, reading a book, listening to a song, doing your work. Anything that you're doing can benefit from being fully present. And your mind state will as well. Thank you for listening and for joining me. If you liked this conversation, please give me a big thumbs up. If you have any tips or tricks for staying in the present moment, please write them in the comments below. And share this video if you thought it was helpful. Thank you very much, and I'll see you next time. Aloha.